Hey lovelies, so I'm currently in my grandma's room and I figured I have some time on my hands because my sister's taking me out for birthday lunch. My little sister, she's 11, she's taking me to Sweet Chicks. So I'm totally excited, but I'm waiting on her to get back from school, so I figured while I'm waiting, I'll record a video because I know I promised this whole V-Day video series. So the first thing I want to talk about, because I'm entering chapter 22, I definitely want to discuss how I've been so far postpartum wise. So here we go. So I had a mare on December 28th, 2018 at 10:20 a.m. And I was early. He was early. I had an early delivery, and I was diagnosed with preeclampsia. Now, I did not know at all that I had preeclampsia. I felt fine. Only thing is, like, my baby shower was December 23rd. Those days after, I just felt really, really tired. But all previous appointments, I was fine. My blood pressure was fine. I never had high blood pressure. Nothing to keep me on a radar or anything. But I went to a regular visit on December 27th, and when I got to the doctor, my blood pressure was so skyrocket that they sent me to the not the emergency room, they sent me straight to labor and delivery. And I did my maternity and all this other stuff with NYU Langone. So they sent me right over to NYU to labor and delivery, and I never went home. I was really sick. It was very scary. My doctor says I went to the grave and came back. But the point is I made it. It was a tough labor. For me, I did not get to have natural birth. I had to have a C-section because when I was having contractions, Amir, his heart rate was dropping. Plus, I just was not in the physical place to have natural birth. So, that's that. But I must say that at NYU, the service was amazing. I felt like I was protected. I felt like I was in good hands at all times. My OBGYN did try not to give me a C-section. She tried everything until there was no choice but to do the C-section. But I definitely recommend NYU if anybody is expecting and lives in New York. So it was a lot. It came very fast. Amir wasn't due till January 27th. I had him December 28th. So that's a whole month. Not that I wasn't prepared, but you weren't prepared. Like, I didn't think that I was going to go to the doctor and then stay in the hospital for 5 days because I was sick. But Amir came out. His AFGAR was perfect. He came out as if he was a full-term baby. He did not need help breathing. He did not have to go to the NICU. So I was so blessed for that. Me, on the other hand, I was really sick, so I was high risk before and after I gave birth, and I stayed in the hospital for 5, almost 6 days, and then I came home. Since I've come home, I have not had any health issues. Since I gave birth, I have not had any health issues. I just lost tons of weight. I lost 25 pounds from the time that I gave birth. So that's that. In terms of my body, I didn't really gain much. I have a little pudge, but it's nothing crazy. Right after the C-section, I would say about a week or two after, I had to keep reminding myself that I had a C-section because I did feel like I could move around. And they say that has a lot to do with how active I am and how active I was when I was a dancer. So it was easier for me to bounce back as opposed to someone who's not athletic or doesn't really do much physical work with their body. So thank God for that. And I'm pretty satisfied with where my body is right now. In terms of postpartum, in the beginning it was hard. I thought my stomach was never going to go down. Like, it was just this big pudge, and then I was dealing with post-ops, like, pain and stuff like that. I was on a whole bunch of drugs, meaning like oxycodone and Percocet, but I didn't take it. Like, I didn't want to take it, so I just stuck to my 800 milligram ibuprofen because that stuff is touchy. Now let's get into baby. So first, he's about to be 3 months next week. He's doing great. He's amazing. I love him. He's the best baby in the world. And of course, I'm going to say that because I'm his mom. But everybody that meets him says he's amazing. So
Mommy's
expecting mommy's Amir for the first like 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. He was waking up in the night every hour and a half, or 45 minutes. And that was for food. So I was breastfeeding. I'm not breastfeeding anymore, not because I don't want to, but because it just didn't work out. But yeah, he was eating every hour, hour and a half, barely 2 hours. It was mainly like hour and a half tops to 45 minutes. So I have a little chunky baby. But now, as of about like 2 weeks ago, he's been sleeping up until about like 5 a.m. for after 4 o'clock in the morning. So thank God for that, because I'm finally getting my sleep. If I tell you, I'll press. Sleep. I have not had a full night's sleep since December 27th. But I'm now finally kind of getting used to it, I guess, getting immune to the fact that I don't sleep. But I will say those first couple weeks are the hardest because you're sleep deprived, you're in pain, you're emotional. I did have baby blues. But I felt fine. I never felt resentment toward a mirror or anything like that. But I was just emotional because as a new mom, you don't feel like you're doing anything right. And I know this sounds cliche, but you don't feel like you're doing anything right. And it's just overbearing because you have people trying to help you, but you're trying to do things on your own. And then everybody wants to come see you and see the baby. And there was even a point where I didn't even want visitors because I just was not in the best mental space. So I will say that I definitely had emotional impacts. I still have some days where it's very overwhelming, but that's expected with the new mom. But Amir's a good baby. He's not too much. He has a personality of his own. When he's hungry, it's pretty much like, when I'm hungry, give me my food now, or I'm gonna scream. And he gets a little fussy when he's wet. And now he's starting to do that whole I'm gonna act up when I'm tired instead of just going to sleep. Now he's not sleeping all throughout the day because he used to sleep all throughout the day. Now he's taking cat naps. But girl, guy, lovelies, it's not easy, but I have to say this is the best thing that's happened to me. He's the best thing that's happened to me. My life has took a big turn rapidly, but I'm just so blessed, y'all. Like, I'm so blessed with the support that I have, with the love that I have. Amir's dad is amazing. He's fully involved. He is such a big help. Like, I don't feel like I have to ask him to do things, so I have a lot of help, and I feel like without that help I would not be in a good space because I already was suffering with these blues and these sad feelings and feeling overwhelmed. So my help has a lot to do with how well I'm feeling right now. But yeah, being a mom is amazing. As hard as it doesn't feel like a job. So that's the good part about it. It's hard, but it does not feel like a job. I didn't want to make this video too long, but your girl had a tough delivery. I was very sick, and a lot of people didn't know. I mean, everybody doesn't have to know. I didn't post it. I didn't do all that stuff. But I was scared. I was definitely scared for my life because my blood pressure was so high, so high that I was borderline seizure or stroke. And eventually, after a point, like when they were giving me all the drugs and all the medicine just to regulate and get me back to a stable point, I don't remember a lot. And that had a big emotional impact on me. I don't want to cry. I'm not crying in this video. That had a big emotional impact on me because that's the day that you wait for. I don't want to cry. I'm sorry. This hair is in my face and move my hair. But that's the day that you anticipate from the time you find out that you're pregnant is meeting your baby. And I remember when Amir came out, I remember when they picked him up and they showed him to me. But right after that, I had a really big anxiety attack and they had to put me to sleep. So I don't remember a lot. I just woke up and my family was there. Like, all of my family was there. Amir was with Tuffy. I couldn't feed him because I was knocked out. So as soon as I woke up, they like latched him right to my boob. And Tuffy had to do skin to skin with him while I was sleeping just to keep him warm and to keep him calm. So I'm truly blessed, but clearly my delivery has a big impact on me still, and it always will. It's the best day of my life, although it was hard. It was very hard. It was very scary. I'm just thankful that both of us have made it out completely healthy, completely stable, completely fine, and I have an amazing, healthy 11-week-old. He's 11 weeks today. 11-week-old baby boy. And yeah, I feel like my life is definitely changed, but I still see my friends. I'm still actively in school. I graduate in May. Still actively in school, and I'm about to graduate. So that's that. I think that was a little bit all over the place, but that's information on labor and how I've been doing, and how Amir is doing currently since I've had him. So, excuse me, burping. I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everybody who supported me through my pregnancy and who has congratulated me and sent me great words since I've had Amir. I love you guys with all of my heart, and I hope you continue to support me and just be by me in genuine and loving ways. And just stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all soon.